So you might notice that I'm in bed, and it is the middle of the day, and I had long COVID, or I'm getting over it. I'm refusing that little gift from the universe, but there is good news. So I didn't really know what it was. I was sick over the holidays, and it started around November with a cough. And then I got sick again at some point. Um, it's so hard to tell in Phoenix if you have allergies, right? So allergies can definitely be contributing, and especially with cough and allergic symptoms like fatigue and congestion and headache and things like that, you can experience those with allergy as well. But I was experiencing this cough that, depending on what I ate, I'm going to cough now. I can say this with certainty now, but it took me a while to figure out what was going on. I didn't really want to believe it, and people are like, oh, maybe you have this. I was like, I don't have that. Well, I do. Here's the good news. Like 91% of us get better. So long COVID is what causes it. We're not exactly sure, but it is likely an immune response from the virus. And yeah, so it could last days after your infection, but it can be confusing because you can have a cough for up to 8 weeks after an infection. That would be normal, to cough up to 8 weeks, and that doesn't mean you have long COVID. That could just mean you have some like postnasal drip or some post-viral illness. But it can last weeks, and it can last months, and it can even last years. There are ways to shorten the duration of your long COVID, and I am getting better when I started listening to my own advice. So I would tell all my patients to do this, and then I wouldn't do it. But basically, what I did to feel better, I'm about 90% better, is number one, I took it easy on myself. So I was realizing that I would be sick, and then the next day I would take off. So I would cancel patients, and I would just lay in bed and, just take it easy. And I might sleep, like I might have had like 2 naps as well as going to bed. And that is one of the things that you can get with this long COVID, is you can get this post-exertional malaise, meaning like after you exercise or after you work hard or whatever I was doing, it makes you more tired. That's also part of MECFS, which is a syndrome that is common with other infections as well, environmental things and stuff. So basically, I would put myself to bed, and then the next day I would feel better. So I would get back to work, and I would have like double the work because I didn't do any that day I was sick, and it was making me worse. So one of the things is to listen to your body. I didn't go to the gym as much. When I did go to the gym, I would do maybe work less hard or less long at the gym. The other thing that really, really helped me is decreasing my sugar. So I have a sweet tooth, and I just had to stop eating sugar because I would notice if I ate sugar and dairy, it would make it worse. And so that means ice cream, and I'm a fan of ice cream, but I did cut it out. So that made a big difference. Also, I have a drink maybe once a month or once every 2 months, but no alcohol. Alcohol is just pro-inflammatory. It's not good. And then I kind of did what I tell my patients to do, which is like, you might need some supplements through this. So one of the causes of long COVID is you might have a nutritional deficiency. And also you might have like a problem at the cellular level. So maybe your enzymes and your mitochondria aren't working because you have a nutritional deficiency, or there's something else going on. So I started taking vitamins, and I'm normally not a vitamin taker because I eat, pretty good diet, and but I definitely in times of stress, found that I was needing um, my vitamins. So the other thing I did was I took vitamin D, 5,000 a day. I took zinc, 25 milligrams a day, and I took quercetin. Quercetin is a natural mast cell destabilizer, so 500 twice a day. And then I went back on my omega 3s. I had stopped those just because you get tired of taking supplements. And what else did I do? Oh, then I used like this, a couple other things. An adaptogen. Adaptogens help your adrenal glands during times of stress and during times of hard work. And especially like fluctuations of the weather and heat and things like that. So I specifically used ashwagandha. That's the one that I like. I also like rhodiola. Rhodiola is kind of like that, like fatigue all the time. But I just had some ashwagandha, and that is more for like wired tired. So you're so tired, but then you can't sleep. Um, Although I could always sleep with long COVID, but but I really liked ashwagandha. It really helped me get through the day, and I'm still taking it. And then some mitochondrial support. So um, there's obviously nutrients. Your mitochondria and cells can't function if you're nutrient deficient. But also, I use something called MitoPure, which is urolithin A. So those are the things that are kind of helping me. My symptoms were cough, like, again, if I had something bad to eat, it was all day. But in the morning, I still have some cough. And again, it's hard to distinguish that between allergy, especially everything's blooming in Arizona or in Phoenix. So I had to use some Flonase, some fluticasone nasal spray. It's a nasal steroid. And you can also use antihistamines. I didn't, but you can. And what else? That's basically all the medications I used. But just like, this overwhelming fatigue and just aches and pains, like I had the flu. So those were my symptoms, and also a little bit of brain fog. So I had to make sure, because I'm working, that my brain was sharp. And so I would really make sure that I got, small meals, but like set multiple small meals a day, just to make sure that I had energy and nutrients. And then I just listen to my body mostly. So you may think that you're sleeping well, but if you don't have a sleep tracker, then you don't have to have a sleep tracker, but you would just be surprised if you think you're sleeping well. You're probably not. But just kind of listening to my body and slowing down, saying no to things. I had to say no to several engagements and things that would be fun, but I really prioritized, and I think overall it's helping. So if you sharing my experience or have shared my experience, we'd love to hear like what helped you. But the truth is, you cannot get away from a good diet. You cannot get away from movement, and you cannot get away from good sleep. Those are just the tenets of, integrative medicine and preventive medicine, and it's nothing new, but we're just not doing them. So, yes, what did you do? And then what are some habits that you picked up to help you stay the course? I'd love to hear. Anyways, good health to everyone. Let's all stay well. Bye-bye.